And my name is John Opfer. I'm the owner and director of a company called Performance Sports Training. Also was the head strength coach for our USA Paralympic sled hockey team. Gold medalist, might I add. Anyway, we're here this afternoon or this morning to help you sled hockey players out there with a little bit of shoulder mobility. When we brought the athletes in over a year ago, we found a lot of them had imbalances in their shoulders, imbalances in their neckline, imbalances in their spinal column, all based on different issues that they had to overcome just to play the sport. So what we thought that we'd do this morning is give you guys out there a couple exercises to do a couple things. One, we want to open up your shoulder girdle. We want to take tension off your spine. And as a result of doing those two things, you're going to get more elasticity in your upper torso to be faster on the ice. Here we're here with Adam Page, obviously a member of our USA sled hockey team. And I'm going to have Adam go through just a couple simple drills that you guys at home can do in your living room to help you out with what we call shoulder mobility. So Adam, just lay on your back first. Just lay on your back first. Okay, so open up your arms. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here with Adam is we're going to have him do what's called a shoulder-to-shoulder rotation. So he's going to take his left arm and he's going to reach and put it on his right arm, and as you can see, he's going to rotate his hips. And he's going to open back up, and we're going to leave this shoulder down. So the shoulder that we're isolating is here, the shoulder that we're rotating is this side. What we find in the game of sled hockey is that rotational stability is huge, and so that's all we're doing. We're having him shut down one half of his body, and whether he's, whether an athlete has MS or we have some sort of, amputee or paraplegic athlete, depending on where that starts, this is a great drill to tie whatever sensory mechanisms we have through that spinal column together to create rotation. And freeze, go to the other side. So on a typical workout day, we would do 10 reps to the right, 10 reps to the left. And shut down. Notice that whatever's going on in his shoulder, as he rotates, the rest of his core comes with him. And shut it down. Excellent. Okay, this next drill that we're going to show you guys is another shoulder rehab drill that we typically work with. We're going to have the athlete lay on his stomach first. We're going to go through what's called Y's, T's, and W's. Now, Y's, T's, and W's are going to take the three major aspects of the shoulder compartment: the posterior side, the rear delt; the anterior side, the front delt; and our vertical component within the AC joint, and tie those three mechanisms together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get his forehead down. We're going to lift his arms up, elbows together, and hold. So those arms are up off the floor, so we're stretching out this rib cage. We want to make sure that we have bilateral symmetry. Probably the biggest issue with most Paralympic athletes, and that there's a major imbalance based on what's going on down here or wherever our dysfunction is and how we have to move about a daily basis. Those issues all affect our traps, our rhomboids, and our subscap. Now he's going to go W, so he's going to row, track those shoulder blades. So now we're pulling these out even. A lot of athletes you'll see will come in and they'll have one trap that's caught in contraction and one trap that's released. And this ultimately doesn't allow us to have an even stride on the ice. We want those muscles to slow down and relax. So we're here, and then our T drill. So the thumbs rotate. So there's three different exercises. This is something that we would do 30 reps with. We would cycle through this 10 times with all three exercises. So it is thumbs up, and our rows, and our T's. Rotation this whole time. His forehead's on the floor, and you can see Adam's nicely developed his subscap, his rhomboids evenly, and his delts evenly, and dramatically has improved his stride and explosive ability off the ice. Excellent. Turn it over. Lay on this. Okay, gang, anywhere you're at. There's a Dick's in every major town across the country. All this is called is a myofascia tube. These are just some hand weights. So you could use soup cans, you could use, heck, you can tie a couple forks or spoons together. If you happen to have free weights laying around, we only recommend about 2 to 3 pounds of weight in a hand when you do this next drill. But this myofascia tube is great for 2 reasons. One, it gives an athlete, especially a Paralympic athlete, an opportunity to really stretch out and massage out the imbalances along your spinal column. And 2, having it be an oval, it gives us a great opportunity to use as a tool to maximize and associate the feeling of being on a sled on the ice. Okay, so I'm gonna have the athlete lay down on it. Adam here has got to create his own stability, so immediately there's a core stability component in this drill. All right? Now, if you were an amputee at home and you have no way to create stability, you would just have somebody hold your knees and or your hips down as you're doing this exercise. In Adam's case, he's able to create a little bit of stability with his ankles, and that's all he needs. So here's all we're going to do. We're going to press, all right? And this is taking that same component of Y's, T's, and W's on our stomach. Now we're laying on our back and working on it from an opposite side. So we're just going to go Y's and Y's. This is a single arm drill. Right. You'll notice that because of crutches or dysfunction in our hips or being in a wheelchair, both arms, all right, there's a huge imbalance between a dominant and less dominant arm with a Paralympic athlete. So what we want to do, we want to maximize the stride and power opportunity out of both arms and the shooting and passing ability. So we're working on single arms here, and we want to keep that range of motion as smooth as possible. Again, remember, he's on that oval, and that oval, Adam's doing a phenomenal job of making this drill look pretty easy, but in reality, this is pretty tough. So this is something you could start on the floor with. We're just taking it up a notch and making it a little bit more sport specific. We're adding the oval, and it's giving that dynamic stability component. And then he's gonna go to his T drill. So he's up, back, nope, back up, lift him up. So you're gonna rotate. Thumbs rotate out so we can hit the heads of the rear delts and together. And rotate out, hold, and together. Rotate out and hold, and together. So this is something we would alternate through. So it's our Y, single leg, single arm Y. And our T drill with rotation. And shut it down. Gang, for any questions, in all reality, as a strength coach of the Paralympic team, I think we're the ones that are the most fortunate. To have the opportunity to work with these guys and be a part of this sport is truly an honor. It's a blessing to be on the cutting edge, the front side of really development for this sport. Realize one thing at home, that this is a sport that not many people can play. So instead of feeling sorry about yourself or worrying about your situations at home or how you got in your current situation, you have to look at this sport as an opportunity. And if you own up to the opportunity and realize that there's a blessing in front of you to try to challenge and maximize your efforts to be the best sled hockey possible, these are things that you need to be doing on a daily basis behind the scenes if you want to be great. So all kidding aside, thank you for the opportunity to work with you guys. You guys can reach us at proformancesportstraining.com. Again, my name's John Opfer. If you have any questions or concerns, once this is aired or in your hands, don't hesitate to try to reach us. We'll be glad to give you some pointers and lead you on your way to some success. Thanks and God bless.